Live from WGTN, welcome to the 2009 Monster OPPY Awards. Now, here are your hosts, Jack Pohl and Hutch Connerman.
And thank you for logging on to WDTN.com for our exclusive online Monster OPPY Awards. I'm Jack Pohl.
And I'm Hutch Connerman. Take your hand off the mouse and keep your eyes glued to the monitor as we honor the Miami Valley's top players, plays, and coaches as highlighted on Operation Football this season.
Now, over the past week, you've logged on to WDTN.com and voted to help us determine the Miami Valley's comeback team of the year, the offensive and defensive players of the year, the coach of the year, the play of the year, and the game of the year. And coming up a little later, we will present the first ever Omar Williams Award for Courage going out to a very special player here in the Miami Valley. All of our winners will receive a plaque to be delivered at their school.
Well, on to the business at hand, and we begin with the Monster Comeback Team of the Year. Now, here are the nominees.
The nominees for Monster Comeback Team of the Year are Fort Loramie. After a 5-5 season in 2008, the Redskins finished 8-2 and have advanced to the Division VI playoffs. This is just the school's 5th year with a football program. Milton Union. After a 3-7 season in 2008, the Bulldogs posted a 6-4 record this year, finishing 9th in the computer rankings and missing out on the Division IV playoffs by 1 spot. Springfield. In just the 2nd year of a merger between North and South high schools, the Wildcats recorded their first winning season as a unified Springfield High. The Wildcats finished 6-4, earning a spot in the Division I playoffs. Thurgood Marshall. Coming off a 2-8 season, the Cougars produced an undefeated record on the field. 3 forfeits due to an ineligible player left Marshall 10th in the computer rankings, 2 spots shy of a Division IV playoff berth. West Carrollton. The Pirates began the 2008 season with 5 straight losses before winning their final 4 games. In 2009, under new head coach Rob Berger, West Carrollton produced an 8-2 season, earning a Division II playoff spot for the first time since 2006.
Now, presenting the winning envelopes for tonight's awards will be Aubrey Frederick and Brittany Morris from Monster Energy. And here is our first winner.
That's right, Jack. The Monster OPPY Award for Comeback Team of the Year goes to... Thank you, Aubrey. The West Carrollton Pirates. Replacing a coaching legend like Bob Rigotti certainly wasn't easy, but Rob Berger has taken the reins and guided the Pirates back to the playoffs. Congratulations to West Carrollton, and best of luck to the Pirates as they take on Tecumseh in the Division II Regional Quarterfinal on Friday night.
All right, Hutch, on to our next category, and for that, we highlight the area's biggest hitters and playmakers on the defensive side of the ball, as featured right here on Operation Football.
Here are the nominees for the Monster Defensive Player of the Year Award.
The nominees for Monster Defensive Player of the Year, as seen on Operation Football. Cody Combs, Springfield Shawnee. The brave senior defensive back was among the area's leaders in picking off passes, helping his team rank 4th in overall interceptions. Evan Desjardins, Beaver Creek. The Beavers' junior defensive back was among the leaders in interceptions with 6 picks on the season. Luke Schroll, Northridge. This hard-hitting Polar Bears senior linebacker was among the area leaders in fumble recoveries, delivering some punishing blows to running backs and receivers alike. Randy Stites, West Carrollton. Just a sophomore, this Pirates free safety was one of the Miami Valley's best defenders with 6 interceptions. Brandon Walker, Thurgood Marshall. This senior defensive end was also a running back for the Cougars, but mostly had quarterbacks on the run, leading the Miami Valley in sacks.
All right, and the Monster OPPY Award for the Defensive Player of the Year goes to Brittany. If you would kindly hand me the envelope. Thank you very much. Let's hope I can open mine quicker than Hutch opened his. We need a little drama, not that much, huh? The winner is Brandon Walker, Thurgood Marshall. Brandon Walker was a big reason that Marshall didn't lose a game on the field this season. Congratulations to Brandon and the Cougars on a great year.
All right, now let's move over to the other side of the ball where it was pretty tough to narrow it down to just 5 of the area's top players as seen on Friday nights during Operation Football.
Indeed, it was a tough job, Hutch, but we did the best we could, and here are the nominees for the Monster Offensive Player of the Year.
The nominees for Monster Offensive Player of the Year as seen on Operation Football. Dalton Caudill, Eaton. This Fighting Eagles senior running back was one of the best in Miami Valley, rushing for more than 1,800 yards and 24 touchdowns. Antoine Gilbert, Trotwood Madison. This Rams junior tailback was among the top rushers in yardage gained and touchdowns scored. Mitch Ratterman, Fort Loramie. This Redskins senior running back averaged nearly 8 yards per carry and was among the area's top scorers with 22 touchdowns and 2 conversions. Keith Wenning, Coldwater. This Cavaliers senior quarterback was the area's top passer, throwing for 2,200 yards and 25 touchdowns. Tavion Wright, Thurgood Marshall. This Cougars senior running back led the Miami Valley in both rushing yards and touchdowns. Wright averaged 18 yards per carry, eclipsing 2,000 total yards for the season.
And the Monster OPPY Award for Offensive Player of the Year goes to Abra. Thank you. I'll try to be quicker. The suspense is killing me. Tavion Wright, Thurgood Marshall. So it's a sweep for Thurgood Marshall as the Cougars take home the Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year awards. Congratulations again to seniors Tavion Wright and Brandon Walker. Well, tonight's exclusive online presentation of the Monster OPPY Awards would not be possible without our friends from Monster Energy Drink. And joining me now is Andy Nelson, Monster's Territory Brand Manager. Andy, welcome to the show, and tell us why tonight's online program and why your involvement in high school athletics is so important for Monster.
Well, we saw this as an opportunity to reach out to the next generation, their parents, the fans. High school football in the Dayton area is a big thing, and this was an opportunity for us to reach out to all the fans and students and players.
Well, I know during our tailgate parties you were out there for all of those, and you were a popular man with your Monster drinks among the kids. So, and
that was a lot of fun. Some of the kids really were very appreciative, and we were a big draw inside and outside the gates. We were reaching over the fences to the kids that didn't get an opportunity to get to us before they went in, and it was just a lot of fun.
Well, it seemed like every week you had a different product, too. So Monster is continually upgrading and improving, and all kinds of products out there.
It was a great opportunity for us to feature our new items and some of our items that maybe don't get the exposure that they need. So it was fun. Thanks a lot.
We certainly appreciate you being a part of this show and being the Monster sponsor.
And we appreciate you giving us the opportunity.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Andy. Don't touch that mouse. The Monster OPPY Awards will be right back exclusively at WDTN.com.
Extra! Come on, folks, extra, extra! Get today's news for free. Yesterday's news will cost you. Today's news, no ink stains. Live Doppler 2X streaming video, no subscriptions needed. Breaking news that won't break your wallet.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's yesterday's news. You paid for it. Couldn't give those away.
Get your news and weather for free at WDTN.com.
Well, thanks for logging on to WDTN.com and watching our exclusive online presentation of the Monster OPPY Awards. The players are the ones who we all come to watch under the Friday night lights, but the men that teach them how to play the game and lead them on the sidelines, well, those are the ones who make it all happen.
That's right. From fresh new faces to Friday night legends, here are the nominees for the Monster Coach of the Year.
The nominees for Monster Coach of the Year are Rob Berger, West Carrollton High School. A 7-year assistant with the Pirates, Rob Berger, in his first year as head coach, guided West Carrollton to an 8-2 season and the school's first playoff appearance since 2006. Ed Domsites, Archbishop Alter High School. In his 17 seasons with the Alter Knights, Coach Domsites has compiled a record of 163 and 48, including a perfect 10-0 record this year. Coming off the 2008 Division IV state championship, Ed Domsites has guided the Knights to 8 straight playoff appearances. Andy Helms, Chaminade Julienne. After a 4-year postseason drought, Andy Helms guided the Eagles back into the playoffs, finishing with an 8-2 record. CJ earned a 3 seed in the Division III regionals. Kent Massey, Tecumseh High School. A longtime Tecumseh assistant and offensive coordinator, Kent Massey took over as head coach of the Arrows in 2005. Coach Massey has guided Tecumseh to 3 playoff appearances in the last 4 years. Earl White, Thurgood Marshall High School. In 9 seasons as head coach of the Cougars, Earl White has laid the foundation of a perennial City League power. Coming off a 2-8 season, Coach White guided his team to an undefeated season. But because of 3 forfeits due to an ineligible player, the Cougars came up 2 spots short of making the playoffs.
All right, and the Monster OPPY for the Coach of the Year goes to... Thank you, Brittany. Winner is... Hold on a minute. Wait a second. Ed Domsides from Alter High School. Boy, what another great season Ed has done, but we've come to expect it. But to show you, we don't take you for granted, Coach Domsides. Congratulations. We wish you and your team the best of luck as the Alter Knights open up the Division IV playoffs at home against Jonathan Alder coming up this weekend.
You know, either Brittany's really tall or you're really short. I can't decide there. But anyway, when great coaches lead talented players, you end up with some spectacular plays. Here are the nominees for the Monster Play of the Year.
The nominees for Monster Play of the Year are, from Fairmont, Brendan Cunningham and his "What a Way to Start the Season" kickoff return. The Firebird senior receiver fields the opening kickoff in the first game of the season and returns it 82 yards for a touchdown. From Alter, Connor Cummins and his hands of glue touchdown catch. The Knights senior wide receiver snags a 32-yard touchdown pass from Cody Byers to help Alter defeat Carroll in Week 6. From Beaver Creek, Corey Lundy and his remarkable run after the catch. The Beavers' junior wideout makes the catch over the middle, then makes plenty of would-be tacklers miss, fighting his way to the end zone and a Beaver Creek touchdown. From Northmont, Corey Ringer and his bump and run for a touchdown. The Thunderbolt senior running back bumps into his lineman, reverses directions, and then breaks free for a 62-yard touchdown run to help the T-Bolts defeat Xenia. From Anna, Cameron Knight and his Rockets' Red Glare touchdown run. The Rockets' senior running back returns a first-quarter kickoff, 75 yards for a touchdown. It was one of 3 TDs on the night for Cameron Knight. From Springfield, George Walker and his quicker-than-a-flea-flicker touchdown pass. The Wildcat sophomore quarterback uses some razzle-dazzle to deliver a 28-yard touchdown strike to senior wideout Lamar Davenport. From Twin Valley South, Skylar Reckers and his Sky's the Limit touchdown run. The Panthers' senior running back capped off a 3-touchdown night with a fourth-quarter 96-yard TD run, lifting Twin Valley South to a 13-point victory over Arcanum.
And the Monster OPPY for Play of the Year goes to Abra. And thanks for not being as tall as Brittany.
Maybe you should just apologize for being short.
It looks easier on the Oscars when they do this, by the way. And the winner is Corey Lundy, Beaver Creek versus Carroll. Congratulations to Corey Lundy and the rest of his Beaver Creek blockers for making that play happen.
Well, now it is time for our Omar Williams Award for Courage. Now, this award is named after the late, great, legendary Channel 2 sports director, Omar Williams. Omar spent 45 years behind the sports desk at Channel 2 and was the first ever host of Operation Football. Indeed, we have some big shoes to fill. Omar cared about high school sports as much as any other, and high school football in particular held a very special place in his heart. The Omar Williams Award for Courage is given to a player whose contributions transcend more than just what happens on the field. Carroll Patriots offensive lineman senior Jack McGrath is this year's recipient.
Ready, set, hike. I was born without any bones below my thigh, and I had no knee joint, no calf or anything like that. So when I was about a year old, I had my leg amputated. My parents figured it'd be the best thing for me, that way I could get a prosthetic leg and have a chance at walking. And basically I've been walking ever since then.
Jack played some Little League baseball, but never really got into sports until his sophomore year at Carroll, when head football coach Steve Bartlett gave him an offer he couldn't refuse.
Coach came to me and said that they needed a new manager for the football team, and I thought it'd be a good experience, get out there, at least do something in high school.
After a year of taking care of the gear, Jack decided it was time to put it on.
Instead of just standing on the sidelines all the time, why not just come out and play?
While he knew it would be a big challenge for Jack, Coach Bartlett and the rest of the team welcomed him with open arms.
He came out here and we're in the middle of two-a-days, and one day he came up to me and goes, "Coach, I don't know." And I said, "Well, Jack, do you want to go back and be a manager again?" And he said, "No, I can only practice once a day because my leg hurts so bad." But I'll tell you what, that's just the toughness that kid's got, and, the intestinal fortitude that he comes out here and works every day with.
Just like every other player on the team, being a Carroll Patriot football player has inspired Jack. And in turn, he's done the same for the team.
It's told me hard work. It's learned, the value of hard work and basically responsibility, something that kind of a big commitment. It's really a good maturing process.
I think he's a big inspiration to his teammates, and I think a lot of guys look to him as just being he's just a great guy to have around. He never complains, and, whatever you want Jack to try to do, he'll do his best to get it done.
Well, Jack McGrath joins us now on the Monster OPPY Awards. And, Jack, here is your award. Aubrey, if you'll bring that out. And there you go.
Thank you very much.
Well, Jack, I'll tell you what, yes, a round of applause. Well, Jack, really, as you overcame so much and didn't let anything get in your way to be a part of the Carroll Patriots, you said, you know what, being a manager is great, nothing wrong with that, but I want to be a player. You make that decision, and now you guys just barely missed the playoffs, so your playing days are over. What will you remember about your playing days as a Carroll Patriot?
Well, I'll just remember all the great times I had, just coming out for the games, just the experience of being on the sidelines with everybody else, just feeling like I'm a part of something bigger than just myself.
Yeah, well, it certainly was exciting to see you at practice and see how you get along with your teammates. You said something interesting to me that I didn't show in that piece we just ran, but you said, you know what, it's all normal to me. You don't know life any different that way. With some of the attention you've received here late in the season with the article in the newspaper and winning this award, does it put it a little more in perspective that, hey, I did have to overcome?
Well, I mean, yeah, I know I did overcome a problem, There's really not too many people who come out with some kind of handicap and play football. But, I just feel like everybody made me feel like I was a normal person, a part of the team. And, I didn't really have anything wrong with me. So.
Well, Jack is certainly a great inspiration to your teammates and I think everyone in the Miami Valley. And not to mention that you're a class act as a human being. So I can't think of anyone more deserving this year than you. So, Jack, congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, don't touch that browser. The Monster OPPYs are coming right back with the Monster OPPY Team of the Year Award.
New developments in the shocking case.
Get the news you need no matter where you are with our 2 News on your side alerts. Online or on your cell, our instant updates keep you informed 24 hours a day. Breaking news and weather delivered straight to your inbox. Plus, contest announcements and much, much more. Simply log on to our website at WDTN.com. Click on newsletters and choose the alerts you want to receive. It's easy and it's free. 2 news alerts. One more way, we're on your side.
And thanks for logging on to WDTN.com and watching the Monster OPPY Awards. Now, up to this point, Hutch, we've seen some great players, some spectacular plays, and outstanding coaches. Now, how about we put them all together for that one very special Friday night under the lights?
And I'm getting good at opening them envelopes, so let's go. Our final Monster Award of the evening is for the Game of the Year as featured on Operation Football. Here are the nominees.
The nominees for Monster Game of the Year are Alter versus Fairmont, Week 1, after trading touchdowns in the first quarter of the backyard brawl, the Knights pulled away with 21 unanswered points in the second quarter, defeating the Firebirds 47-21. It was the beginning of an undefeated season for the Alter Knights. Springfield Shawnee versus Tecumseh. Week 8. Facing a 10-0 deficit at halftime, the Braves rallied with 2 second-half touchdowns to hand the Arrows their only loss of the season, 14-10. The win helped Shawnee land a spot in the Division III playoffs. Trotwood versus Springboro. Week 9. The Rams spread 4 touchdowns and a field goal over 4 quarters to defeat the Panthers 31-21. It was just the second loss of the season for Springboro, earning Trotwood much-needed computer points to propel the Rams into the Division II playoffs. Wayne versus Centerville, Week 9. A season changer for the Warriors. Wayne quarterback Braxton Miller ran for 4 touchdowns and threw another as the Warriors dominated the Elks 42-20. The win moved the Warriors to 5th in the computer rankings, securing them a spot in the Division I playoffs.
And the Monster OPPY for Game of the Year goes to, and Academy Awards, look out, because Abra is ready. Maybe not me, but Wayne versus Centerville. Of course, the Warriors won that game, but both Wayne and Centerville are in the playoffs, and we wish them both the best of luck this Saturday in the Division I Regionals.
Well, Hutch, how'd we do online? You think we did okay?
I hope so. But remember, it was your votes that counted in this, so thank you.
That's exactly it. We couldn't have done it without you and, of course, all the players and coaches and administrative staff. And that's it for our first ever online exclusive Monster OPPY Awards. Keep WDTN.com in your favorites and refresh often for all your high school football playoff scores and highlights starting Friday night, plus the rest of the Miami Valley's local sports scene.
Well, before we go, we'd like to thank the people that helped make tonight's show possible, and a special thanks to our director, Sean Elder.
Good night.